Underway then in the women's 7.5 kilometre sitting classic. Skarstein is a very apt athlete to start from Oslo, the Norwegian, out onto the circuit. Familiar to many, I'm sure. Very successful at a multitude of different events, including gold at Tokyo in the single sculled rowing. Following the Norwegian is the German Marie Menje. And plenty of athletes will be taking part in this competition who have a multi-sport background. Racing for Menje. In fact, in the summer and then in the winter switches to winter sports. And another athlete who took part in Tokyo. Stasia Lalentina then on the circuit. Annika Kukla, another accomplished power rower and cycler. She is now onto the snow, out on the first of her 3 laps.
75 is Justina of Belarus, number 75, on course. And she will be followed by Maria Yorela, RPC.
Justina of Belarus, racing against one of her idols in Kendall Gletch, who we'll see out onto the snow in a couple of starters' time. Maria Ivleva of RPC, 4-time world champion.
77 is
Also of RPC. Here's Marta. Zainolina. Could be a danger to all. Gold medalist in Pyeongchang. In parabiathlon. Dual silver medalist in the cross country. Sure we'll be mentioning her plenty of occasions. Off goes Kendall Gletch, the American, Colorado Springs. 2-time gold medalist in Pyeongchang. In the 6K sit-in parabiathlon and also in the 12K sit-in cross country. Arguably, I'd say many people's favourite for this. Irina Gulieva. ...37 years old now, but another in a whole group, I think, will be fighting for the medals.
Number 80 is of course Natalia Kocherova and then Elvira Lise. Og på plass den norske andre løperen i denne klassen, Elvira Lise, som
Natalia Kocherova.
Har imponert så mange ganger denne vinteren allerede. Kom igjen, Elvira.
Fourth in Pyeongchang in the 12.5 kilometer sitting para-biathlon.
Like før mål, men fikk stryk akkurat på slutten. Birgit på 1,4 kilometer, har jo en faktor på 93%, Birgit Skarstein. Vi får en tid der på 4.54 etter første mellomtid. Followed by Anja Wicker of Germany. Det er skiskytterstadion dette da. Nå kommer Menje fra Tyskland. Menje gegen erste Zwischenzeit bei Kilometer 1,4 und gleich am Start die zweite Deutsche Anja Wicker mit 83. Ja, Menje er ganske nære Skarsteins tid her, litt etter, ikke mye. De har samme tillegg på tid. Menje er på just behind the Skarstein and 9.7 behind.
So those who started first, including the German Marie Meunier, to a different part of what we've seen so far, and you can see the station just to the far side, the biathlon station that was used back in 1994. Competitors will go straight through famous arena from those tremendous Winter Games 26 years ago. Anastasia Valentina of Ukraine, only 19. That's her dancing. Para-dance athlete. She's going through the again, famous arena. Leading at the moment in these early stages is Bilgit of Norway. Stein, who leads now by 6 seconds. The first half of the circuit. Kendall Gletch of the United States, though, as we're just waiting to go through the first checkpoint, takes over in front, and well, it might be the case that Kendall Gletch has a 1 next to her name in these early stages. That might remain for the entire competition. The American has started very quickly. Skarstein in second at the moment, 25 seconds behind. Zanolina in third place. Valentina in fourth at the moment. Marie Meunier 35 seconds behind Gretsch in fifth place. Natalia Kocherova, RPC. Wait for time to come through. 5-time gold medalist from Rio. Power athletics. Freiburg goes into the distance. 5-time gold medalist. 2016 in the World Champs in Italy. Finished 4th in the para biathlon, 12.5K in Pyeongchang. Indeed, Elise of Norway. And the same with Birgit as well. It's only going to just give them the boost with what Vilde Nielsen has done today. She'll be coming through the first checkpoint shortly. Skarstein is already past the finish line for the first time. 9:27.4. Possibly in second place. Second's gone through. It will filter out, but Gletch of the United States certainly in front in these early stages. Valentina Schitz. Relay bronze back in 2017 World Championships. Belarus have had a brilliant first day. And Schitz is looking to follow through with another medal. And Jovika. She knows what it takes to win a gold medal. Back in Sochi. And the Brazilian Aline dos Santos Rocha from St. Carlos. Idol is the great Ayrton Senna, flag bearer for Brazil in Pyeongchang, first female athlete to represent Brazil at Paralympic Winter Games as well in Pyeongchang. And Rocha, I'm sure, will be cheered on by many watching back in Brazil. Halfway through the first circuit, Kendall Gletch then in front by 22 seconds. From dos Santos Rocha. Vicker in third. Zanolino has actually just gone ahead into third place as they cross the finish line for the first time. The RPC athletes 16 seconds behind the Norwegian Skarstein, who I think will be many people's idea of a medalist, and
of course, it's no big surprise that Kendall Gletch is in the lead.
maybe concerned with one or two athletes very close to her. Skarstein then over the bridge. into her second circuit, well into her second circuit. Two athletes within around about 15 or 16 seconds. And it could be the case that Kendall Gletch has gone here in terms of the gold medal. So it might just be bronze and the silver for the likes of the Norwegian. I'm sure many local here to Lillehammer will be aware of her exploits and the likes of Dancing with the Stars a couple of years back. And the popular Norwegian currently in second place. And she's first to go past the intermediate checkpoints. 14 minutes 19.5. That's the target. We'll find out shortly what the likes of the German Marie Menier can do. She's in sixth place, but not too far behind the Norwegian. 30 seconds or so. Menier then approaching the checkpoints. Into the 94 Lillehammer Biathlon Arena. It's a sharp left bend and then she'll be approaching the checkpoints. German, only 17, fourth in Tokyo in the 800 and 1500 T54. Crosses in 15:07, 44, 47 seconds behind the Norwegian. Skarstein has extended her lead over the German. Kendall Gletch comes through and takes over in front. 13:07.5 is the time. And she has extended her lead by now over a minute. A minute and 12 seconds, the American leads. Way out in front is Kendall Gletch. Through the checkpoints. Eye of Lever. And in fifth place. Through comes Shastina. In sixth, 2.5 minutes behind Gletch. Irina Gulieva, who was a bronze medalist in Pyeongchang in the Parabiathlon 10K middle distance sit-in. At the moment, crosses in fourth through the intermediate checkpoint. And she's going to be involved, I feel, for possibly a medal tilt here. Still waiting for the lights of Vika to come through. And also the Brazilian Dos Santos Rocha. Here comes the Norwegian. She is now out onto her final circuit, or will be in the next few seconds. trying to maintain her place towards the top of the standings, in with a shout of a medal. Battling at the moment with Vika. Further back in the field. You've got Valiantstina Schietz, who is up into silver medal place, which as they go through, she will be catching up with those ahead, but it might be a case that the likes of Skarstein and also Zyla may well be having to wait actually for a fair while just to see whether anything from Belarus will actually take over their medal place. In the meantime, Birgit goes out onto her final circuit. Still in with a chance of a medal.
Now towards 3.9.
Valiantstina really has made up plenty of ground. No wonder she's up into second place. She's inside the Triathlon 94 arena. So she'll be crossing the intermediate point. There it is. 37 seconds originally behind Kendall Gletch. That is now 40 seconds, but she is solidly in the silver medal place. So at the moment, with many athletes crossing, including the potential gold medalist Gletch, onto with one circuit to go, it's looking like gold may be secured for Kendall if she just keeps on going. She will cross the line with a full circuit to go, way out in front. 2.5K then for the American. Schietz in second. And again at that checkpoint, 40 seconds. And we're still waiting for Anja Vika. Here she is. Now Norwegian supporters will be paying close attention to this split. Vika, 1 minute and 7 behind Gletch. Importantly so for Norwegian supporters, that's now 5 seconds ahead of Skarstein with a lap and a half to go.
Sainolina is 22 seconds.
Zainolina of RPC.
It looks like
currently in 5th place.
Going away in the fight for the silver. Behind is a fight
with a chance of a medal.
And Skarstein. Up to the 5 kilometer, Irina Gulieva, number 79.
Gulieva of RPC was 6th at the split, and she's coming through to start her final circuit. Now she should be around about 6th place as well. Previously 1 minute 37 behind Gletch. That's now 1 minute 54. So as you just drop back, that's been extended by a good 20 seconds or so, and it's not more than the others. The others around about 10. So just dropping away possibly. Split for the Brazilian, minute 25.3. 5th place. And the gap to Vika, who is in 3rd, is 18 seconds. So Aline dos Santos Rocha will really have to close on both Skarstein and Vika, who is currently ahead of her. And again, the gap is 18 seconds. Still to cross the line to go through for their final circuits, the likes of Vika, also dos Santos Rocha as well. So still to get the full split. Anyway, in second place is Schitz, who will be coming through shortly. Kendall Gletch way out onto her final lap. It will be a gold medal winning performance. At the moment, Belarus athlete is in second. We'll get Starstein coming towards the split on her final circuit. Three-time World Power Rowing champion. In the hunt for a medal in Lillehammer. Still with a chance. Brilliant, Stina Schitz then on Belarus coming through. To the home straight, and she'll have one more circuit. She'll be some way behind Kendall Gletch. 40 seconds is the gap. So she is maintaining that gap. And at the moment, looks really good for a silver medal. Here is where the gold will be going. Kendall Gletch is way out onto the circuit. And she is going to be collecting another gold medal, it seems. Two golds in Pyeongchang. Quite to go to plan in the 2019. Only a couple of silvers and a bronze in cross country. So that's going to be put right here. And it's going to be a gold for the USA. Still plenty though further down the field to play for. Anja Vicker could well upset the crowd here by denying Skarstein a bronze medal. Minute 15.2, and she has extended her lead over the Norwegian. It's now 10 seconds is the gap.
So at 5 kilometer, Gretsch 40.9 ahead of Schitz, 115 ahead of Vicker, 125 ahead of Skarstein, Sainolina 152 and Elgoliaeva at 154.
Into the home straight.
Is she going to be in the fight for the medals? She's a little bit
Alina
behind.
dos Santos. Rocha was in 5th position. Gap of a minute 25 to our leader.
Big trend for the medals at the moment, but she's doing a good race.
Currently in 5th place.
148 behind.
And she comes through, remaining in 5th place. And the Brazilian is at 33 seconds off, currently 3rd, Anja Vicker. first to finish in the competition will be the Norwegian. Here comes Birgit Starslein and this Norwegian athlete who sets off very quickly. Settled in around 4th position at the moment, unless she really has put the hammer down in the final circuit. I think it's going to be a 4th place finish for the Norwegian. Kendall Gletch, she knows it's going to be a gold medal winning performance, but here comes the Norwegian Skarstein into the home straight in 4th place. The gap to her and Anja Vicker, it was 10 seconds. It had grown by 3 seconds. Has she done enough to put pressure on Vicker? Certainly she will set a time. At the moment, it's looking like a 4th place finish. Being cheered by the crowd, everyone applauding, including the Crown Prince as well. As the Norwegian crosses the line, it's going to be under 29, 28.52. Skarstein then setting the target, but the target is going to be beaten, and it's going to be beaten very quickly indeed, because here comes the American Kendall Gletch, 29 years old, from Colorado Springs. Two-time gold medalist in Pyeongchang, and she's going to take gold here in Lillehammer in these World Championships. Kendall Gletch of the United States. She's clear of the field by 40 seconds. She crosses the line in 26.57.6. And the gold medal looks to be going to America. Her nearest rival is currently on screen. Valyanstina Shits of Belarus. 40 seconds behind. She's maintained that from after a third of the race. The gap was 40 seconds. She's kept it to that, but she cannot close enough to put some doubt into the mind of Kendall Gletch and her supporters. Marta Zainolina of RPC, biathlon gold in Pyeongchang, dual silver medalist in the cross country, crosses currently in 3rd, but some way behind Gletch, and she'll end up being around about 6th position. Don't need the blankets here. Very warm in Lillehammer, especially after completing 7.5 kilometers of this classic sit-in. Anja Vicker, 10 seconds ahead of the Norwegian Skarstein, into the first of the intermediate checkpoint on her final lap. Has the gap grown? Vicker maintaining the gap. So if she keeps on going, it looks like Vicker will be the bronze medal winner. More and more finishing all the time. Gulieva will be looking for a medal when it comes to the biathlon. She'll be down in around 7th place. Bronze medalist in Pyeongchang. Eline dos Santos Rocha of Brazil was in 5th position. She's going through towards her intermediate checkpoint, still with half the circuit to go. So Gletch safely across the line, She's well clear of Skarstein of Norway, who awaits Anja Vicker, and also Valentina Schids. Those two currently in silver and bronze. Nothing the Norwegian can do now. Karosha will be too far behind, I fear, to get involved in the medals. There's Vicker after the split halfway through the final circuit. You see the gap there between herself and Skarstein. I don't think it's going to be breached.
Picking up seconds on Gletch, but it's more than half a minute left, so it should probably be a little bit too much for the gold medal. Gletch is sitting
Natalia
quite safe in the
Kocherova
leader's chair.
comes into their home straights. She will be down in around 11th place. The RPC athlete, 31 now. Very, very accomplished para athlete in athletics. Those gold medals. Into the home complex for the Belarus athlete Valentina Schids then. That's the final hill, and almost a sigh of relief if she gets over the final hill, and she will sweep round into the home straight. There was nothing she could do about Kendall Gletch today, but she was safely in a position to win a silver medal. She's finding it tough though in this closing stage. She was in second place with a full circuit to go by 35 seconds. Anja Vicker still to finish, but she crosses the line 49.4 seconds behind, so those 9 seconds was added on from that final circuit to Kendall Gletch. But she will be the only one within a minute of the gold medal winner, and that more than likely will be a silver medal for Valentina Schids. Here's Anja Vicker up the final incline for the German. The time is ticking. She was in the bronze medal position down the final slope, and the time at the bottom of your screen for the Norwegian Freiburg Skarstein is there at 28 minutes 52.1. Keep an eye on the time on the right of your screen, 28:10. This is for the bronze medal. Nothing can be done now. It's a case of, can Vicker, with 30 seconds to go, get to the finish line? She's now into the home straight. She's on the level, and she's got 50 yards. 28:30. She's got 20 seconds. She is tiring. Keep an eye on the clock. She's going to get bronze for Anja Vicker. The gap got to within 9 seconds. Vicker ties late on, but will get the bronze medal. And she's absolutely shattered, Anja Vicker. But it's a bronze for Germany, which means the Norwegian Birgit Skarstein will be in 4th place at best here. Dina Lesset crosses the line. The Norwegian in the competition. And she will finish down the field. Anja Vicker is the target for the only other athletes at the moment out on the course who could possibly reach her, but it's not going to happen. Time's ticking, and she's only got 10 seconds still with the home straight to go. Eleni dos Santos, Russia,
The gold medal goes to USA,
over the final
Kendall
hump.
Gletch from Illinois, ahead of Valentina Schütz of Belarus, and bronze for Germany, Anja Vicker. Birgit Skarstein, Norway in fourth, and so far Marta Sainolina, RPC in fifth, and Irina Guliayeva, RPC in sixth. But here comes Aline
Home straight
Santos
for the Brazilian.
and she will do something with this maybe. It's a good race from the Brazilian.
She's looking for a quick finish here to finish hopefully in 5th place for her. She's got 20 seconds or so in hand from now to get through the final 50 yards. To finish ahead of the RPC athlete Marta Zanolina. 5th place for the Brazilian here in Lillehammer. There's the standings. Kendall Gletch then will win the gold medal. Full 49 seconds ahead of Valentina Schütz and Anja Vicker of Germany in 3rd. Only 9 seconds in front of the Norwegian Skarstein, who will be in 4th place. So with the medals sorted, the women's 7.5 kilometres, it's now over to the men. And the men into their 2nd circuit now. So looking at the first circuit, on the first checkpoint, Martin Freiburg of Germany, led by 7 seconds, Arndt Christian Freiburg. And then only a few seconds covering the remaining, say, 12 athletes. A better indication when they cross the finish line after their first circuit. Here is that checkpoint. So Martin Freiburg then setting the pace. Further down behind the German, not too far away, one of a number of British athletes in this competition. Scott Mina is the first of those from Scotland. Many athletes still going through that first time check. Across the line just in front of me in the home straight, Martin Freiburg. On for another circuit in the first 8:14 to set the first lap target of these. 4:12 is the American Daniel Glossum. there with the pace after the first of the checkpoints. Taras Rad of the Ukraine takes the lead. So the specialist in the biathlon, gold in Pyeongchang, in the biathlon, takes the lead here in the early stages. Plenty can change. Christian Westmeyer Ribeiro. He's not too far behind Rad. I'd say behind. He's going to actually be 0.3 in front. Tremendous start for the Brazilian. The young Brazilian then. It's an early pace. Surely going to be taken over though by the likes of Golubachev, and that was a tremendous time. Ivan Golubkov of RPC. Golubkov a full 18 seconds in front of the Brazilian at these, again, very, very early stages. Kravchuk, who certainly you don't want to get into an argument with. He likes his arm wrestling. About started nicely. Actually in second place very quickly indeed. 25-year-old double amputee. Still many athletes only going through the first of on their first lap, the checkpoints, including the Italian Giuseppe Mele, former para swimmer. Golubkov then leads by 13 seconds from Rumele, 13 seconds further back. Bauer 16 seconds behind the current leader, but within 30 seconds, the front 12. So very condensed in the early stages of the men's sit-in classic. Martin flag then 102, one of the first outs. Four-time world champion in with a chance of a medal here. Another one. 15k in Prince George. Alexei Vachenkov. Krzysztof Plua of Poland. First major event here. Golubkov goes through 54 seconds behind the current leader. Arndt Christian Freiburg. Competed in Prince George, but wasn't in the best of health at that time. Let's go better here in Lillehammer. Around 12th place at the moment. 7 seconds behind the current leader. Once again, Ivan Golubkov is the current leader. Good second lap so far for Davidic. He's extended his lead over Flag. So he will now take over in front, but still there were 5 athletes ahead of him. As the wind just picks up again here in Lillehammer. Been a very strange day weather-wise. Very, very mild. Very windy this morning, so much so the downhill competition was just put back a day. The clouds went away, the sun came out, it's not gone back in yet. The wind dropped as well, it became very mild, very pleasant. But now the wind has just picked up again as we head deeper into the afternoon here in Lillehammer on day 1 of the Lillehammer 2021 World Para Snow Sports Championship. And the first time in history the para-alpine skiing, para-biathlon, the para-cross-country, which we're enjoying now, the para-snowboard World Championships have been held in the same city at the same time. We've already handed out the first few gold medals of the 87 that will be handed out over the next number of days of competition. So many of these athletes in a multitude of events in cross-country and para-biathlon. Some of the United States going through. That was Rad, who was in 5th place halfway through the first circuit, then down into 7. See him go through just ahead of the American Clausen. Those two have actually closed the gap, the American. Third place after the first circuit was Davidic of RPC. Only very narrowly ahead of a load of other athletes, but just held on to that third place. I think that third place, at the moment, you can look down the list and go, well, there's about 6 at the moment who I think you could easily say could maybe get a medal here. In fact, I'll extend that to Giuseppe Romelli as well, who's currently in 2nd. But I would say, as this event progresses, it's going to get very, very close indeed. We've had a number of close finishes on day 1, but at the moment, we do have an out-and-out leader in this competition, Ivan Golubkov, who's extended that lead to nearly a minute. So the gold may be out of reach of a few of these athletes, but the rest can throw a blanket over around 7 or 8 or so. One of which certainly is Alexander Davidic, two-time world champion from 2015. And over further.
He has passed 107.
And a bronze in Sochi. He's tinkering with his cars when he's not on the snow. He's a full minute behind the current leader.
Davidic best time by 16 seconds ahead of the German Martin Flag, number 109.
Christian Freiburg
And
back
Alex
in
Sick,
the
Ukraine
picture.
is number 4. Så kommer vår svenske vän då. Freiburg är
The
6.
Swedish athlete at 13th place currently. Pablo Bal was 6th. And at the moment, just dropping further down, maybe just creeping out of the medals picture. Second place, Norway, who were 28 seconds behind Davidic. So some switch around between those two. See there, 28 seconds behind Golovkov in second place. But the gap between himself and Davidic. It's extended, so the Italian looking good for silver. Reaching the halfway mark. The American going for the short sleeve option. Saw that early in the day, and to great success actually.
Waiting for Golovkov, he's soon here at 5 kilometers, the leader of the race coming down.
Gold medal going to Jacob Nordic of the United States.
115, you can see him on the
The
screen.
short sleeves as well.
Här kommer alltså ledaren då, 115, är snart halvvägs och han har en ledelse på gång på 28 sekunder på italienaren Norway. Davidic is second, Park is third, Klassen fourth, and Shin of Korea is fifth so far, to the Germany sixth.
Current third place athlete Danila Davidic has reached the halfway point.
He has 87% on his calculation time.
A lovely view of the complex here. Finish straight, just to the right there of your screen. See athlete just coming over the brow of the final bump, then down the hill. And then a sharp left into the home straight. And they're greeted by quite a crowd. Absolutely glorious sunshine. Even off the melted snow. It's been so warm. See plenty of water kicking up as well as they take the bends in a case all day. With the standing VI competitions. Followed by the Ukrainian. In the medal fight. Italian moment is in second.
Now, his first of this group, number 17. He's in 6th place. No second, 32 seconds behind.
32 seconds behind then, Giuseppe Rumele. So still roughly the same time behind the leader. We can see at the halfway stage, Ivan Golubkov of RPC leads the way over Giuseppe Rumele of Italy by just over 30 seconds. And then of RPC, Davidic in 3rd. And then behind him, a little bit of a gap has developed now. It's now 12 seconds to the rest. That include Davidic in 4th, Red in 5th, Nossen of the United States in 6th. But then only around about 4 seconds or so split 5th to 8th, where Pablo Bal, now whether any of them can now bridge that widening 12-second gap to Davidic. There's still plenty of racing to come. One of those athletes, Daniel Knossen, will be looking to do just that. Took position down the slope from the American. Our current leader. Ivan Golubkov. With a more than handy lead. Doesn't look like stopping at all. Not even taking a break, even down the slope. You saw how Knossen got into a tuck position for a good 5 seconds or so. Nothing for Golubkov, just kept on going, ploughing through the snow. And at the moment, an unrelenting pace being set, ultimately may be rewarded in a gold medal. Beautiful scenery around Lillehammer. Trees waving in the breeze, which is set to die down and the temperature drop over the next few days. Wonderful sight, though, of this complex. See the flags on the left-hand side there. Standing proud to attention in the breeze. But it's not affecting these athletes. Final event on this first day, this men's 10K. Sitting. Medal ceremony to come with the women's 7.5 as well. Current silver medal position, Giuseppe Rumele. For time gates. Safely in that position, either side. Former para swimmer Giuseppe failed to qualify in Rio, and after that decided then to make the switch to para cross country. It's a good switch. because he may be rewarded. Looks at the moment like he's going to get a medal. See there, 31 seconds behind the current leader, but the gap really for him further back to Davidic is a wide margin of over 40 seconds. So looks good for the Italian for silver. But there is plenty of racing to go. We'll still have a full circuit. Steve Thomas down there in 20th. Number of British athletes in this competition. Steve Thomas, Scott Mina as well. Many of these British athletes, Army veterans, and taking part in the Invictus Games in their para-sport careers. There's Scott. Talk about sport, actually, being a spectator at Sochi. Also competes in the para biathlon, so we'll see more of Scott this week. I'm watching back in Scotland. In about 13th place, Scott Mina. Will set the time. Martin Feig, who started very quickly, dropped down to be actually very close to Scott Mina. At one point, he's started to pull clear. Once again. Alexei Bajnov.
Da. Ja. Og masse kunstige lyseffekter og så
det dere som
veldig annerledes.
Men det dere som
Not far to go for Davidic. Only half of his final lap to go. He will be one of the early pace setters. Overall time. Will be the aim for many. At the moment, still in with a chance of a medal in 4th place. He needs to find about 10 seconds or so. The encouragement being given there from the sides. Shin Yoo-hyun of Korea. Koreans in this contest, 3. Famous Korean, the first Korean to win gold at any sport at Paralympic Winter Games, and then winning the 7.5 sitting in Pyeongchang. Not going to be his day today here. Accomplished over further as well, bronze medalist over 15K. But he's down the field. 9th place after they fully completed 3 of the 4 laps. Daniel Gnosson has managed to improve his position from down in the Genna at 9th place up until 6th. There's a chance of 5th here. He'll be out of reach of a medal. The American going well in Lillehammer. Ahead of flag. Half a lap to go for the American. But here is our leader, Ivan Golikov, RPC, and his relentless march to a gold medal continues. Taras Rad, who I thought actually was going to be involved in the medal argument, is not. He's down in currently 5th place. And the number of seconds behind Britic. Into the finishing straight then. Scott Mina has set the target. Martin Flag 1:02 from Germany will take over the top spots. He's been competing for an awful long time. Only 32 years old, but competing since he was 9 regional events, and he will be the target for everyone to try and catch. Many will, around about 10th place, 11th overall expected for the German. Scott Mina, who was the leader for only a few minutes. And the athletes now will come across the line thick and fast. Chinko. Finished his contest. Alexander Davidic is next into the stadium now. He will be taken over as the leader from Martin Flag, currently in 4th place on the last split. And we await to see whether he could bridge the gap to Britic. That was really the only question mark in this race. And the time he will set 33:43.6. So that is the target for Daniela Britic. You don't need to be told how much effort he's put in. Huge round of applause, by the way, for all these athletes down at the finishing line.
Shin of Korea is
Daniela Britic,
and Shin is doing a good job as well. Into the final
still to finish.
Number 111.
Shin Yu-hyun.
And Romele is still hanging on, 30 seconds behind.
Romele,
so he is holding his speed.
The Italian in silver medal position.
On the leader.
There's been a faller just ahead.
And he's fighting hard with Davidovic, and he's just outside by a second or two. And Shin is 1 second behind in 2nd place.
Shin Yu-hyun. He crosses. He'll be looking to defend his titles in 6 weeks' time in Beijing. But here comes the gold medalist, Ivan Golikov of RPC, in front at the start. After the first lap, had put 27 seconds between himself and the field, and has maintained that lead into the home straight. Even down the hills here in Lillehammer, he's been pushing hard. And into the home straight comes the gold medalist, Ivan Golikov, RPC, crosses the line and nonchalantly waves to the crowd. Now he celebrates.
And Wilson coming home for USA also with a good race.
Gnosson of the United States, currently now in 4th place. He will drop down maybe 1 or 2 more places. Waiting for Danila Britic to finish. Number 110 is Talas Red. In 4th place, ahead of Gnosson. They've been neck and neck really throughout the whole contest.
We do have Britic, and we have Romania, who did steal the medals away from Davidic.
Celebrations have started already for Golovkov, and no surprise. Moves into position, knowing that no one on course is going to catch him. I'm still waiting for a number to finish, including Britic, who's in a race for the bronze. Christian Vesmeyer Ribeiro of Brazil. And there's our man just to the left. That's numbers 118. That's Giuseppe Romele. And next to him is Danila Britic. Quite apt that these two medalists are racing each other, not only against the time, but also against each other on track. Now Romele had well over 30 seconds between himself and the gold medal position, and also back to third of which is just behind him on track. And that's Danila Britic, who had around about 10 seconds or so, maybe slightly less than that now. Davidic has finished a while ago now. He sat there on 33.43.6, which is exactly the time he'll be looking to beat Britic to maintain that 3rd place. Monument for 100. Giuseppe Romele behind him, the Italian. To the line, Romele, 29.5 seconds behind the gold medalist. He will be the silver medal winner. Here's Danila Britic. Remember that time, 33.43.6. Well, he smashed that. He's beaten that by over 20 seconds, and he will be the bronze medal winner. What a tremendous competition for both. Britic in 3rd and Romele with the silver. They couldn't do anything about Ivan Golovkov. He's the gold medal winner. Watching on for the race for silver and bronze. As Britic, breathing heavily, knows he was in a bit of a contest. I'm sure he would have known where he was in terms of the opposition. And that 9-second gap, he managed to pull out a bit more on that final circuit and made it fairly comfortable, actually. 18 seconds clear of the rest in 3rd.
In 9th place for Ukraine. Best Ukrainian is Paralympics at 16.
There's Britic. He'll be delighted with the bronze, and also, I'm sure, congratulations now. There's the gold medal winner.
Ceremony.
Golovkov.
15 minutes.
Still to finish, plenty of athletes crossing the line. Kravchuk of the Ukraine. In 11th place. Still plenty of athletes out on the circuit, but we can confirm that Ivan Golkov is the world champion by 29.5 seconds from Giuseppe Romele, who wins silver, and Daniela Britic with the bronze. Further down, the likes of Daniel Knussen, Pablo Bal, Martin Frieg, Scott Mina in 14th place for Great Britain. Steve Thomas in 21st, just ahead of Nicolas Lima. And there's still a few to finish here in Lillehammer. Well, off went Ivan Golkov. And it became apparent very early in his race that the RPC athlete was going to take gold. Just relentless. Built up a wide margin of lead early on the first circuit and has just maintained that throughout the course of the race. Great tactics, tremendous strength, and will be the gold medal winner.
I have already written it.
Yes, thank you. Here we go.
A few athletes still left out on the track to finish, and they're coming home down the home straight. Timur Dadiani, Georgian athletes, now into the home straight. So the athletes have finished. It will be the medal ceremony once again. Tremendous encouragement for all of the athletes at every stage of this competition by coaches spectators, all the officials here as well.
21-20.
Tip of the cap to all of the officials. Hard to get these championships on. Tremendously well staged in these amazing surroundings in Lillehammer. And from a broadcaster's point of view, tremendously safe and well managed behind the scenes as well. Brilliant day one of competition. Just whets the appetite, doesn't it, for what's to come, not only here at the Nordic Centre, where you've got the cross-country and the biathlon, but also up in the slopes for the snowboarding, and also higher up with the alpine events. Slight delay to their competition, with the downhill today being moved to tomorrow due to the high winds. It was a blank day anyway, so shouldn't make any difference really. But a wonderful competition on day one, and some fantastic performances, the latest of which will be rewarded with their medals in the next few minutes. Last athletes out on the track. Josip Zima. Final hill. And the reward is the downhill afterwards into the stadium, where everyone's waiting very, very patiently as well. We'll give a very warm and deserved round of applause. So Josip Zima. He first tried back in 2016 in Croatian Nordic skiing, and got really injured after only about 50 yards or so. He's kept on going. Here he is at the World Championships. Josip Zima then. Final hill for Josip. And then it's downhill to the finish. He's being cheered on by the crowd below my commentary box. Josip Zima. Found some momentum, and here he comes. So the final athlete on track, Josip Zima, into the home straights, and the medal ceremony again will be only momentarily after Josip crosses the line to a warm ovation.
Zima fra Kroatia kommer som siste man in mot mål her. This is a great sport from Josip Zima of Croatia. He's fighting all the way to the finish here. And he will conclude this class. And Mensitsky. Good race, Josip. Hop, hop, only a few meters now. Oj, som han har kämpat. He was fighting all the way, and he's home. Good from Croatia.
Josip Zima then crosses the line again to a very warm and polite reception, and brings to a close day one here in Lillehammer. Medal ceremonies to follow. There's also the women's sitting classic, Kendall Gletch, tremendous winner, beating Valentina Schitz and Anja Vika. Vika winning a bronze medal, beating the Norwegian Skarstein to that bronze medal. Schitz of Belarus, well, was by a wide margin safely in second place. Had nothing really in terms of putting pressure on Kendall Gletch, but also was very comfortably in second. Here is the gold medalist, and by a fair and comfortable margin, Kendall Gletch dominated the field.
For the Parasnow Sport World Championships in Lillehammer, Norway. The medal ceremony now for the cross-country skiing, 7.5 kilometer women sitting. The medals will be presented by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway and Princess Märtha Louise. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, from Germany, Anja Vicker.
Anja Vicker is the bronze medal winner.
Second place, winner of the silver medal representing Belarus, Valentina Schütz.
Valentina Schitz of Belarus, a deserving silver medal winner.
Winner of the gold medal and world champion from the United States of America, Kendall Gletch.
And the new world champion from the United States is Kendall Gletch.
Now they will also have the prize checks, and they will be greeted by the Crown Prince and the Princess.
Our medal winners receiving not only the medals, but also first time
Very impressive.
a cash prize, 170,000 euros, now being split between all the events here in Lillehammer. Now in conversation with the Crown Prince and Princess.
Is that challenging with the balance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Crown Prince and the Princess, and ladies and gentlemen, in honor of these successful athletes and the winner, the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you. Big round of applause for Kendall Gletch.
World champion Kendall Gletch has beat the opposition, beat the conditions here in Lillehammer on the course and also in the medal ceremony, and is a deserving world champion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we continue for the Paris Snow Sport World Championships in Lillehammer, Norway. The medal ceremony now for the cross-country skiing, 10-kilometer men sitting. And the medals will also here be presented by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway and Princess
Men's sitting classic
Louise.
medal ceremony to follow. Ivan Golkov, the world champion, beating Giuseppe Romele and Danila Bretic. 4 results on screen, all the way down to 27th place.
In third place, from RPC, Danila Bretic.
Danila Bretic, the bronze medal winner, held off plenty of athletes for
Second
bronze
place,
with a final circuit.
winner of the silver medal from Italy,
We thought he might be put under pressure, but
Romele.
no, he went further clear of the rest and wins a bronze medal. Silver for the Italian Giuseppe Romele,
And first place, winner of the
who
gold
was in
medal
second
and
for an
world
awful long
champion
time. Brilliant race
from RPC,
from the Italian.
Ivan Golubkov.
Ivan Glopkov, RPC. A stunning first lap backed it up with his second, and then maintained that pace
and they will be greeted
to be
by
a
the
comprehensive
Crown Prince
and
the
deserving
Princess.
world champion.
Congratulations. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you.
Very impressive. Yeah. How was the course today? Was it tough? But you were very fast. So it went well.
Ivan no speak English. Giuseppe no speak English. Danilo no speak English. It's very problem.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Impressive.
Czy sobie na foto? Foto? Foto?
Yes.
Thank you to the Crown Prince and the Princess, and to honor these successful athletes and the winner, the anthem of IPC. So, big round of applause. Ivan Golubkov, Giuseppe Romele, Danila Britic. Congratulations. And thank you to the athletes, thank you to the Crown Prince and the Princess, and thank you to all the athletes, the volunteers and everybody. This was the first day of competition here at the...
Congratulations once again to our medalists, Ivan Golubkov,
Unfortunately, we
with
have
Giuseppe
had some issues
Romele
with the
and
weather
Danila
today. We have
Britic.
to cancel the Alpine
Rounding off what's been a stunning first day here in Lillehammer, the World Para Snow Sports Championship, and we've got plenty more all the way through until late next week. That's only day one. What a way to whet the appetites for what is to come. Started off the day with the men's VI and a brilliant win by Jake Adikov, beating Choklev and Yuri Holub of Belarus. Alongside the men's vision impaired,
It just needs to end, and yeah, I was
the classic standing as well.
But obviously finding great form at a really useful time, obviously with half an eye on Beijing and the Paralympics. Preparations going well?
Preparations are going very well, and now I'm extra motivated, so yeah, it's a good...
A bronze medalist here at the World Championships. Many congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But can I speak in Dutch? Can I speak in Dutch?
You want to speak in Dutch?
Yeah.
And you performed so magnificently.
Vi skal også ha en interessekonferanse her, men vi skal bare få litt mer folk ut av området, så skal vi starte opp allerede straks. And there is one more to finish in the whistling there. With number 1, here he comes, another time, the concept is wait for shortly in the goal. Yakimoa, decorated in this horse. Sadarenka of the Belarus. Finishing out this one, guys, in the Katarina Razumaya, Start. Second at the first place, 15 seconds behind Razumaya.
Да, побежали.
Det här är komplicerat, right?
Nästan som är så egentligen och gränser för att träna. Men det är väl viktigt för att göra.
Norwegian is on course for the first home gold medal, coming home here now with one sølvmedalje.